uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out that mo. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.
Big dogs. Blessings. You know?
You hear me?
What it do, Lionel? How you feel, man?
What's going on? I was trying to get
I'm not even. What now?
I'm sorry for being late, King. I was trying to. It wouldn't connect. It wouldn't connect at first.
Oh yeah, I told him you probably was having issues, you know, because it has you to sign in and all that, bro.
Yeah. What's going
on?
We're
gonna get to it. You don't owe me nothing, bro. I owe you, if anything. I'm gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to that.
I looked at the joint. I said, hold up. He interviewed everybody else. No, I got to get mine in.
No doubt. I appreciate you reaching out, though. You know what I'm saying? Everyone that's in the building, all the listeners, man, this is Lionel Thompson, man, super middleweight. 22 victories in the game, 5 defeats, 12 coming by way of knockout. Mm-hmm. His last victory, you probably seen him down in the ATL. He knocked out, he dropped Jose Kostagi in the first round and went on to win a unanimous decision, man. What you been up to, Lionel?
Man, just staying in shape.
What you go by, Lonnie or Lionel? Lonnie?
Yeah, it don't matter. Whatever.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. Man, just staying in shape, man, and waiting for a golden opportunity. You know, a fair opportunity.
Yeah,
that's about it, man. Like, you know, after that win, you know, I feel like I should got treated better. I feel like I should have made some money. You know, and that's really the issue. You know, they trying to act like I don't deserve to make no money, but everybody else do. Like I told somebody, I said. In boxing, right, I think it's racism because you got Canelo. Canelo's extremely one of the best fighter out right now. He can lose to Floyd with 40 professional fights, 8 world titles, and they can say, "Oh, he wasn't ready. It was too early." But he world champion, 40 professional fights, and they say he lost to Floyd. It was too early. Caleb beat Uzcategui. He's the best thing in the world. The black man beat Uzcategui. Oh, so what? Beat him worse. And,
you did.
And tell you, I had more adversity to face. Listen, I got the fight on a 2 weeks notice. I sparred one time. I didn't get no training expense money and none of that. And I had to make 168. And I was like 198 when I got the call. So I made the weight and had a dominant performance. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, dog. I didn't know. Look, you kept a good poker face down in the ATL.
Right.
When you was at the presser, when you was at the dang presser, the final presser, you couldn't tell that all this was going on behind the scenes, man.
Yeah. Like all my since my career, all my big fights, 2 weeks notice. And I'm just tired of that. I'm like, yo, I told myself this is my last time doing this. After I beat this kid, y'all got to keep y'all word and treat me like I got a pulse. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like they treat me like, and I don't think that's outrageous. I think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? Caleb beats him, make a ton of money afterwards. I beat him. They try to pay me the same amount to fight David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? They try to like Mayweather Promotions try to pay me. I got $30,000 to fight Uzcategui, which is crazy. You know, but I took the fight. Yeah. You know, I'm like, I took the fight. You know,
Are you still signed with Mayweather?
No.
Okay, all right, I got you.
And then I tried, and then they offered me $100,000 to fight David Benavidez. That's just crazy. How and for those who say, well, you should have took the fight but here's my thing. I've been doing that my whole career. Here's my thing. See, you gotta think business smart now, because David's a superstar. I'm 34 years old. They not gonna let, even if I beat David, they ain't gonna give me the fight. He's the younger guy. They trying to build him to be a star. So even if I win the fight, they're not going to give it to me. If I did the same thing to David, what I did to Uzcategui, I wouldn't have got the decision.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Call a draw, or you know what I'm saying? So I got to think business smart now. I listen, pay me fair, and me and David can fight. Period. And they didn't want to do that, so I was like, I ain't doing it. And then another thing that pissed me off too is that whenever you tell the truth in this game, if you're not the chosen one and you tell the truth, You know what I'm saying? It's like they try to
Get
they go
blackball.
they go around lying on you and shit, saying you scared to fight, and that's bull. That's bull. If you look at my record, if I was scared to fight, I wouldn't have losses.
Yeah. Look, you only been stopped by Sergey Kovalev. It's not like you going around here laying down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And the fights I supposedly lost, I bet you can't find none of them fights on YouTube. You can find every other fight though, but you can't find you can find the Kovalev fight, but you can't find the other ones I so supposedly lost. I bet you can't find them.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just curious how you even stay motivated.
Yeah,
Your last fight was back in 2019, so this has been the reason why you had such a long layoff.
Yes, because I actually be treated like a human being. I'm not taking no fight on no 2 weeks notice, and then I got to call to fight Joe Smith Jr. in 3 days. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they want you to get knocked out, man. Shit.
Yeah, like my thing is this: I was trying to fight Joe Smith years ago. They said no. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all want me to fight him 5, 6 years later on a 3-day notice, and they only offer me $100,000. Come on, man! Like it should be rules in boxing where certain stuff you just can't do to a fighter.
I can understand your frustration with that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I stay in shape. Listen, you never see me getting in trouble. You don't see me getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? I'm with me, what you see is what you get. I mind my business, train, come fight, win, go home. Get ready for the next one.
I agree, man. I gotta give you your flowers for real, because you are a true professional. And the reason why I say that, because of my personal experience. My listeners don't too much understand it, but I'm about to show them why. I got, the listeners, I got mad respect for though I don't know Lionel all the way like that, right? But I always had mad respect after the situation that we had and how he handled it. He was not even a slight hesitation and unprofessional. Let me respond. Let me start cussing this dude out. I'm going to show you right now what I'm talking about, and you're going to say it too. And hopefully y'all start, tuning in to Lionel. I don't need to tell you, but this is not a guy who's just going out here laying down. Mm-hmm. He can fight. You know what I'm saying? But check this out right quick. Check the worst, the best and worst interview I had. You know what I'm saying? This is after driving 12 hours from Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm up there. I'm a bit tired. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit fatigued. But I had the opportunity to interview Lionel Thompson, right? But check out the interview though. Just the first part of it. Just the first part of it. Hold on for a second. Check this out. So check this out right here. This is back in 20. I think this was back in 2019, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is back in 2019. He was in Baltimore. Jose did not show up for the fight. This is when World Combat Sports was slipping. You know what I'm saying? Check this out right here. World Combat Sports. The one and only Hank Lundy in the building. What's good, man? What's going on? Chilling, man. We down here in Baltimore, Maryland, supporting the fight. Did y'all just hear that? Let me show y'all that frame again on how professional he was. Check that out. Look, he's up there. He know damn well he ain't Hank Lundy, dog.
Right.
No hesitation, dog. I salute you. I salute you, dog. True professional. Man, I was like, oh, man. I went back upstairs. I said, oh, man, damn. I can't believe it. But I said, man, I got to apologize to him. When I saw you in the ATL after the press conference, man, you disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was focused on getting that win. I'm going to say what I got to say.
Okay.
It's back to being focused. You know what I mean? Back to, getting ready for the big show.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. And those of you tuned in, I know y'all gonna be cracking for real. I said Hank Lundy because for me, man, I was
Hey,
like,
hey,
that
hey,
my thought
hey,
that was
hey,
him. But I
but you know
thought,
what's crazy?
yeah, go ahead.
You know what's crazy? My thing is this. I don't like it. It was an honest mistake. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this: ain't nobody perfect. We all make mistakes. So I don't really trip. I done made mistakes before. So you know what I mean? I'm just like, he gonna do the interview and he gonna see, and I'm gonna correct him like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But you was recording. I ain't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what
You
I'm saying?
professional though, man. You didn't even break character. None of that, dog. You talking about somebody
Yeah.
who did 20 years in the military. Bearing is everything, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you said, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's keep
Yeah.
it moving.
Yeah. Like, you
But
know what I mean?
yeah, I remember you telling me that Uskastigi didn't show up, and then you end up fighting December that same year.
Yep. Yep. And it's just, man, like, I've been asking for a big fight. Like, I like heavy. If you see I like heavy, I only been stopped one time. And my other losses are split decision losses against real
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, real
Against
guys.
real
Yeah,
guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm too small for a light heavyweight.
but you
I'm
fought a
too
lot of your career over 170 though.
exact. So that's why I'm like, when I'm going to super middleweight, I'm like, oh, this is it for me. This is it. And listen, name me one fighter in the last 30 years that moved down in weight at 34 years old and fought a former world champion. They first fight there and dominated. Just one.
True. That's absolutely true. That's facts.
Like, I'm in a class of my own. Like, they trying to now, if David Benavidez did that, or Tank did that, or Earl Spence did that, it'd be the greatest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? But since I'm not one of the chosen ones, they trying to like bury my win and bury my accomplishments. But like, what keep me going, man, is my faith in God. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't believe God brought me this far for me not to make it. So I just keep rolling and rolling. But I can tell you about like this: I'm the best super middleweight in the world. David can't beat me. Canelo can't beat me. I don't. And the people probably say, "You crazy?" Because Canelo's a tough fight. He's a extremely tough fight. But I don't think he can beat me. You know what I'm saying? And my just faith, man. Like, I'm just asking to be treated fair. Like, I just want to outfight anybody, but I'm not doing it for pennies no more. Because my thing is this: on a more serious note, you can die in the ring.
Yeah.
And all these guys being on steroids, the fans probably won't believe me, but trust me, all these guys is taking some type of performance enhancement drugs, and I can die in there. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's all said, they won't be doing the GoFundMe to bury me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Like they did with Patrick Day. I might have broke my heart. The man just fought. They had to do a GoFundMe to bury him. How he ain't got no money? He just fought, and he fought a tough fight.
You're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right.
I think I think they should start caring more about the fighters, even the guys that's expected to lose. You know what I'm saying?
But that's been the anthem for quite some time now, Lonnie. That's been the anthem in boxing.
Right.
Fighters want to get paid more. It's according to who they sign with, who they have backing them. That's been the anthem for quite some time, man. How are you going to change the rhythm and flow? How are you going to change it?
I'm just going to stand on. I'm just going to stand on what's right. I told myself I'm not throwing another punch until I get paid properly, until I get treated like a human being and not like a dog. To call me on a 3-day notice to fight Joe Smith Jr. is just disrespectful. Like I'm some bum. Like I just didn't beat a world champion in my last fight, and not only beat him, dominated from the first bell to the last.
That's fact. I was there.
You know what I'm saying? And I shocked the world. People thought I was gonna get knocked out.
That's a fact too.
You know what I'm saying? People like this ain't gonna be. You know what I mean? And I put Uskategi on the menu.
You did, man. In a bad way.
And look,
he seemed lost in there, dog.
You know why? Because he finally fought somebody that's for real. If you look at his record, I mean, he was decent, but his promotion team was better than his fighting skills. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you look at it, he started taking steroids after that. He was about to fight David and got popped for using steroids.
That's a fact. You're right. He did.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at how I beat guys, if you look at my last 5, how I beat guys, they haven't fought. They either haven't fought or haven't been the same since after me. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to be treated fair. And I think I'm one of the top 3 best fighters in the game. I just think once I get more opportunities, you know what I mean, to prove it, I think, you know what I mean? Like, and people like my age, right? I'm like, yo, with these layoffs, I'm still preserved.
Mm-hmm.
With all these layoffs, like if you look at my career, late 2 years, this ain't the first time I've been out for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been up 2 years here, year here, 2 years, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So that really helped me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can still fight like I'm 20. You know what I'm saying? So man,
what do you think your forecast is at the super middleweight division, man? Like you already know who got the belts, but what do you think your forecast for your next opponent is going to be? Who would you like to fight?
I would like to fight the David Benavidez. Who the best? Like the best. The kid. They got Andrade and the kid Parker fighting. I would love to get the winner of that.
Okay.
Y'all
hear that? He calling out the big names, Shouty.
Yeah,
he calling out the big names.
If I can get Canelo, you know what I mean? God willing, I would love to fight Canelo. Like the best guys, the guys who they think the best super middleweights. I promise you, I'll beat them just like I did Uskategi. And mind you, that was a 2 weeks notice. Imagine if they gave me 8 weeks to train.
I didn't know that was a two week notice because you never looked like you was exhausted.
I got to fight on a 2 week notice. I sparred one time a week of the fight because I couldn't get no sparring. The week of the fight before I left Atlanta, I ain't get Mayweather Promotion. They give me no training expense money, no none of that. They just threw me in the ocean and said swim.
Damn, that shit happens in boxing like that.
Just like that.
Damn.
And then you can't say nothing because if you do, you making excuses. So I said, okay, cool. Since y'all trying to put me in a lose-lose situation, these fists gonna turn it around for me. And I thought that's what was. I'm like, after I beat him, they gotta treat me right. They got to.
You think Marcello will be, welcoming as a step-up fight, to the 68 to step in there with Lionel Thompson? Or no? You think he's scared? Not scared, but apprehensive.
Well, I can say this: if Charlo fight me, that'll be his last fight.
Okay.
I promise that. I bet. He fight me. That'll be his last fight. I guarantee that fight won't go past 6 rounds. If I fight, that fight go past 6 rounds, I retire. That fight won't go past 6 rounds.
Damn, you ain't giving it past 6. All right, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want my just due, man. Like, and my thing is this: everybody else get to make money except for Lonnie B. It's about making money, right? I don't box.
It is.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
They say boxing is a business, right? That's what they say. Business. Boxing is a business.
You know what I'm saying? So what?
Within that business, you got to get paid.
Right. I got to show up to work for free. Because fighting Uskategi for $30,000, that's fighting for free.
Yeah.
That's fighting for free.
What was his payroll? What did he get paid for fighting you?
Oh, I know he probably got at least 100, 200, 150, 200.
Damn. That's lopsided on them all. What the hell?
Right.
That's crazy.
And I should have got the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But
that's crazy.
I ain't because look, that was his last payday. I hope he saved his money.
Hey, tell me this: is there an issue that you can speak on over there at Mayweather Promotions on how it's so much stormy weather over there when it comes to fighters being treated right? Is there something we don't know over there at Mayweather Promotion? Because he only has one guy remaining. That's Javante, and people believing that his next fight that he's heading in here with Rolly Romero, that it may be some type of setup or whatever because it's his last fight with Mayweather. But what's going on over there, man?
Well, you got to write this right. Mayweather Promotions, Al Heyman really runs the show.
Yeah.
So if you look at any Mayweather, so-called Mayweather Promotions fighter, if you notice, whenever they're in a big fight, it's against who?
In-house.
One of Al Heyman guys.
Yeah.
So without Al Heyman, you would never hear. Without Al Heyman, you never saw Lonnie B fight Jose Uskategi.
Okay, I got you.
Because Mayweather Promotions ain't gonna put that kind of money up. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is that's why Mayweather Promotions guys is really the B side guys for Al Heyman A side guys. So that's why we was getting treated the way we was getting treated because we ain't supposed to win. Al guys' first priority, and we just the trash. So that's why. And that's why when we win, if you notice, every fight I was in that I beat Al Haymon guy. You notice I never get interviewed after none of my fights. How I ain't get an interview after beating Jose Uzcategui?
I know, man. They didn't even give you the mic. I remember that. I was like, it must be something. I mean, I was trying to come up with excuses for you, dog. I was like, that's strange. And now I appreciate enlightening us on that, man. That was weird.
Yeah, because they like take your win and just go on because you weren't supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? So Mayweather Promotions is really set up for Al Haymon guys. You know what I'm saying? But like,
but what about the guy holding the mic? I mean, are they already informed that that's who you are? Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Listen, right. Well, listen, these guys, he supposed to lose. This is the so you know what I'm saying? Like, but the telecast, I was doing so good, the telecast couldn't. They had to talk about me because I was whooping them so easy. They like, yo, so they had to talk about me. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys ain't cut like me. None of these super middleweights cut like me. These guys, everybody's talking about David Benavidez. He won all them fights. He's 24, 25. No, he winning all these fights he's supposed to win.
Mm-hmm.
And he got, listen, I beat Uzcategui on 2 weeks' notice. He was about to fight Uzcategui and got like 30 weeks to train. I'm like, so what if he stopped Uzcategui? Never been stopped before. So you should stop him. You got like 130 weeks. Please.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
So like Mayweather Promotions guys were just the trash for Al Haymon A side.
The B side. So God damn. Everybody besides Gervonta.
But Gervonta with Al Haymon.
Okay, I know Al Haymon calling all the shots, but he was promoted by Floyd though. So you was also promoted by Mayweather Promotions.
I'm kind of losing you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yo. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now. There you go. What'd you say?
Yeah, I was saying that you just said that Mayweather guys were somewhat the B-side fighters, right? So I'm saying like Gervonta is promoted by Mayweather Promotions, but he's not considered the B-side in his fights. He may be the only one, right?
Right. That's because he's managed by Al Haymon, so they can't.
He dropped out. Hey, hit the like button if you're in the building. This is Lionel Thompson, super middleweight. He fought most of his career above 170, at 170, 175, So he did drop down and fight Uzcategui at 168. Yeah, go ahead. Talk. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So Al Haymon, so Tank is without Haymon, so they can't treat Tank a certain way. They can't. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but the rest of the fighters, we was just with Floyd, so they can do whatever they want. That's why we weren't getting paid. Because you got to think, Al Haymon, if you fight an Al Haymon guy, Al Haymon putting the check up. So they'll probably deny this, but anybody with some sense will know, okay, what they doing is they offering, if Al say, I'll pay him $200,000, they say, okay, we going to clip 120, give them the rest. What they do is look at what you made your last fight and say, okay, we're going to give them 10,000 more and tell them it's about the opportunity. It's not about the money. It's about the opportunity. And if you win this fight, your next fight, you're going to make the money. And they saying that in regards, hoping that you lose. So when you win, they mad. Damn, he won. Now we got to, damn. And then they just do it all over again. Oh, the money ain't there, but the next fight. Did
anybody ever talk with you after that Uzcategui fight? Uzcategui? Anybody ever talk to you after that fight?
Nope.
What?
Like, promoters trying to get me go back up to one. They're like, yo, we ain't got no fights for you at 68. We got fights for you at 75. So I'm like, yo, I'm not fighting at 75 no more. I'm fighting at 168. I'm not fighting at 75 no more. You know what I'm saying? I got these super middleweights petrified. I'm too dangerous. Listen, what do you mean I'm too dangerous? Can the guy fight or not?
So they won't mess you up with Caleb Plant, huh?
I would love to fight. Me and Caleb was friends too. I would love to fight Caleb.
So if y'all friends, why won't he break bread with you? Just like Tyson just said, he told Marcelo, tell Mel, he should break bread with Errol Spence. Why Caleb, if y'all friends, Caleb ain't never mentioned to you, he just got paid $10 million. He ain't hurting.
Hey, it's crazy. And listen, that's how I think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, if I made $10 million, I wouldn't care who beat me after that. I'd be like, I don't care. I'm set for life. I'm just doing this pretty much for fun now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
care. He lost to Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
He lost to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Like these guys, like I ain't gonna say no names, but even world champions spar with him, pay me $100, $150. World champions though. But then I'm getting at them, so they secretly fire me and then bring somebody else in camp and pay them $600, $500 a week.
Damn.
Somebody less experienced than me, pay them more.
That's a dirty game, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I always like to hear y'all backstory because look, check this out, Lonnie. Everybody is not as forthcoming as yourself. Real talk. You get some guys that's just, they come in here. And I ain't gonna talk about that.
Like one thing about me, I tell the truth. I tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling the truth. My thing is I ain't making nobody look bad. I only can make you look bad if I lie on you.
I feel you.
If I tell the truth, I can't make you look bad by telling the truth. You understand? You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I feel you, man. I totally on board with what you're saying. We tracking.
And me, I'll fight any super middleweight, but I guess these guys is mad that see other fighters on the promotion. Listen, if you talk to anybody from Mayweather Promotions, any fighter, they'll probably lie to you and say, "Oh," but ain't none of them over there. They all starving. They all starving.
Even Rolly, huh?
Dudes ain't listen. No, not Rolly, because Rolly with Al now. But before Rolly was with Al, he was starving too. Listen, That's why he get in the tank fight, because he with Al.
Yeah.
And that's why he gonna get paid, because he with Al. If he was with Mayweather Promotions, they'll put him in that fight, he be getting 100,000. They're like 100,000. It's about the opportunity.
Damn, dog. I remember when I was in Nashville, I was going to the elevator. I already told my listeners this story, and I was kind of filming. I wanted to catch up with Caleb when he left the presser. And he asked me to stop recording, but they was in the elevator and they was talking. And one of the topics of the conversation was that I guess Benavidez tried to send him a contract where it will only give him a short window to recover from this fight with Vincent Feigenboots, and then to get back in there. He said, "No, you're not gonna force me in there on short notice." But then I'm listening to your story. That's all they doing is trying to force you in there on short notice.
Exactly. And if you look at David last fight, he fought that kid on a short notice. His last fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just so much. But then they say he a monster. But he's fighting another 60-pounder who ain't fought in how long and got stopped by Triple G. His last fight.
Yeah.
Now
David Lemieux.
Yeah, and now he gonna crush David Lemieux, and now this is gonna be the greatest thing that they ever seen. Oh my God, David is just so good. Oh my God, he's a monster. We want to see him and Canelo. You serious? Are you serious? It's all bull, man. It's all bull crap. It's all bull, man.
I can't tell you not to get frustrated because I totally understand. I'm linking up. They always talk about behind the scenes, but you rarely hear fighters, give the story, like this, like on what's going on about the short notice and shit like that. If you consider yourself the best and you're trying to get a fight with Canelo, why are you up here trying to shoot these contracts to short notice to these quality fighters? What the hell going on? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And here's my thing, right? It killed me too. Like, for the fans and the reporters that call guys bums and that's what pissed me off, because the nerve of them to call a guy a bum but you don't know what goes into everything. Y'all see the fighting, but y'all don't know they catch these guys on short notice when they going through stuff, not paying them. So listen, if you go into war and they tell you, listen, you gotta go to war, but we're not gonna take care of your family. You're not gonna be motivated to go out there and rep the country. You know what I'm saying? But if they tell you, yo, we're gonna take care of your family, make sure your kids got good education, and make sure they don't got want for nothing, you're gonna kill everything in sight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you tell a guy, listen, you fighting for the world title, but you ain't gonna make no money, he ain't motivated to win. He like, yo, yeah, and all that's mental tactics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how long you see yourself waiting at 168 for them to drop you an opponent? Can you hear me?
Man, listen, I waited 2 years. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yo.
Somehow it's with the connection. You might have to drop out and come back in. I'm gonna try to get that question to him there, Mitch. That's a good question. That's a real good question. I'm gonna definitely present it to him because I want to know myself. You know what I'm saying? Andrew said he watching the fight. Yeah, man, it was a good fight. I was there, man. It was a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good fight.
You hear me?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, here's my thing. I waited 2 years.
Oh,
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we good.
Can you hear me? Yeah, listen, I waited 2 years and I'm waiting. I'm just waiting, man. Like, but if they come with the right amount of money at 175, I'm gonna take a fight at 175. But it gotta be the right amount of money. I gotta be able to buy me a house when the fight is over. Because I've earned that. I've earned that right. I don't want to make it to buy a Rolex. No, listen, I'll leave that to the mother fighters. Me, I'm trying to buy me a house, a nice one. You know what I'm saying? So if I can buy me a house, then we got to fight.
Who would you want to step in the ring with at 175 like that?
Well, one person I'm not fighting is Beater Beef. I'm not fighting after Beater Beef.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
Why is that?
I don't want to die. I don't want no smoke. I'm gonna keep it real.
So you saying he gonna give it to Joe Smith? You say he gonna give it to Joe Smith?
Yeah, Joe Smith getting knocked out, man.
What about Anthony
Joe
Yard,
Smith getting knocked out? They can't.
What about Anthony Yard?
I'll fight Anthony Yard. I would love to fight Anthony Yard. They got to pay me though.
Yeah, they should pay you for that, man.
Yeah, I got to get paid. Anthony Yard is big.
Hey, Bottle Jack was over there at TMT at one point in time. You know, he's still at 175.
No, I think he's moving up to cruiserweight.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. He did. Yeah, you're right.
Cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just crazy, right? Because everybody talk about black and white, and all this, but it be the black man that put his foot on your neck, not the white man. It be the black man.
Yeah, I feel you.
Know what I'm saying?
That does happen in life. That does happen,
right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm not saying that in all cases. You know what I'm saying? But you know, most cases. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And then you would think like somebody like me, where I got here on my own, with no money, no politics, just fighting. You know what I'm saying? And then I make it to the top of the mountain, and they do that. Oh, 100,000 to fight David Benavidez. Come on, that's a slave deal.
Yeah.
I even tried to negotiate, and mind you, I never turned down the fight. I turned down the money for the fight. I'm like, yo, let's negotiate. Pay me $250, and then promise me 2 more fights for this amount, and then promise me another title shot. They didn't even want to negotiate.
So why do you think is a real cause for that? You know, not just like I said before, it's not like you getting in here and they flatlining you. You know, Sergey Kovalev was a tough name, and anybody would want that on their resume. I'm not saying there's a loss, you know what I'm saying, but still, that's a top quality name. And why you think they took that approach with you though?
Because I was too much of a fighter my whole career. I never cried about I did it the way the promoters say to do it. And this is why I say for fighters who listening, be a businessman. Be a businessman first and then a fighter. Because they do that to you to keep you at a certain level. They don't want to fight. So I say I'm gonna prove I'm a fighter first and the money will come. And they looking at me like, oh, well, you took this fight for that amount of money. You ain't never made $100,000 for one fight before. And
that's why you negotiate for higher, you got. That's why you negotiate for higher, so you can.
And you know it's crazy? Because I see David saying he want to fight Canelo, right? Now, wouldn't it be ironic if Canelo say, okay, I'll fight him, but how much he make his last fight? Okay, I give him 800. I give him 50 more thousand and tell him it's not about the money, it's about the opportunity. And then David say, I'm not fighting him for that. And then Canelo say, oh, he don't want to fight. I offered him to fight and he turned it down.
True.
And then people would be like, but you only offered him 800,000. But when the world rolls is reversed, it's okay if David turned it down. But when I turned it down, oh, it's the worst thing ever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you, man. I want to read this comment.
Go ahead.
I want to read this comment right quick. King Mitch said, so how does a fighter get from TMT Promotions to being managed by Al?
See, you can't, because Floyd gonna block it. Floyd gonna tell Al don't do it.
I thought Al do what Al does. I thought Al do what Al does. He make the calls. He's the shot caller.
Yeah, but the thing is, I came to Floyd first. Like I got Floyd. I was with Floyd first, so I think Al don't want to get caught up in that. Like, yo, Floyd don't want me to do it. You know what I mean? I made a lot of money with Floyd, and you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I guess I tried to get with Al, and I tried to. I'm like, yo, Floyd can promote me, Al can manage me, but they weren't gonna let that happen because I was gonna be treated fair.
Interesting. What do you think about Devin Haney's deal that just went down? You know, enlighten us on your take on him having to face. From my understanding, it's like an 80-20 deal. He's getting like 2 point some million, and George Kambosos is going to be getting upwards of 10 million. So this is like a 3-fight deal where Devin has to fight twice in Australia, and how it's structured is Devin has to win because there's no rematch clause for him. So he has to win the first one to get the second one. If he loses, it's no rematch. Kambosos goes on to fight Lomachenko in the third fight. But overall, for that, he's getting paid very low money. What's your thought process on that?
Well, $2.2 million. I would love to get $2.2 million for one fight. I would love to get $1 million. Listen, I can't even get $500,000 for a fight. So, and my thing is this: how much money has Devin Haney made already? He's been making good money. He's been making good money. Now, don't get me wrong. The deal was not the fairest, but sometimes in life, sometimes in life, this is what we see. Sometimes in life, see, when the roles is reversed, people don't like it. Well, what's happening to Devin happens all the time. All the time. But it happens to fighters that people don't know, so people don't care. But when it happens to a fighter everybody know, now it's just unfair. You know what I'm saying? Which I do think it's unfair. But I do think it's unfair. But Devin's making $2.2 million. He just got to go out there and win. If he's the guy that he say he is, then he's like, that's cool. I'll take the short because I'm gonna win. And then I'm fighting Lomachenko for $10 million. It's not like he coming back broke. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he doing what I did with Uzcategui. He making $30,000 and clearing 12. You know what I'm saying? Clearing $12,000, and that's rent money. So he pretty much broke. It ain't like they giving him pennies. He's making a good amount of money. Win, lose, or draw, he's taking home $2.2 million.
So you're still out in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Vegas. I'm in Vegas.
Have you been doing any type of training out there? Because you're going to frequently. That's what TMT is at and everything. What gym you train out of out there?
I training in DLX now? I don't train in American Promotion. I train at DLX.
Okay.
I train at DLX gym, but I'm always training, staying in shape just in case the phone call and this is good. I'm gonna kick the door down like I always have. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I've been stopped one
out there
time
at
by
DLX? Whose gym is out there, London? Whose gym is that?
Trudy. She sponsored me. Her name Trudy, the sweetest lady you ever meet. She do private training camp. The best gym. I think that's the best gym in Vegas.
Wow. Okay.
And I ain't just saying that because I train there. You can get private. It's excluded. Nobody in your, you know what I'm saying? It's privacy. The gym is nice. You know what I'm saying? She's kind-hearted. She's always willing to help whatever you need to feel comfortable in your training camp.
Is that the gym Roy Jones used to have out there in Vegas?
No. She just a whole new one. Whole new one.
I got you.
Yeah, but Devin should win this fight. I got Devin winning easy. I got Devin winning this fight easy. You know, so
he got to fight twice in Australia, man. He has to fight twice. He wins, he has to fight again in Australia.
Yeah, but Devin is exceptional. So, like, it's all listen. This what comes with being great.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your take on the
with being
fight?
great? Like sometimes, huh?
I wanted to ask your take on the fight that's upcoming with Errol Spence Jr. and Yordenis Ugas. You know, what's your assessment on that fight?
That's gonna be a good one. You guys is tough. You guys is tough, man. I think everybody overlooking you guys, but I seen you guys in the gym and he's tough. He got one of them styles where he just beat Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. Errol say he was washed up though.
Yeah. Oh, washed up, coming off 2 spectacular wins against 2 young guys, against Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman, who we just seen look spectacular against
Mario.
The last kid looked spectacular. Mario Barrios came off a dominant performance against Miles Barrio and gave him his first loss. 2 young bulls, 2 young guys that still got a lot left and just beat them. Come on. Washed up? Nah, I disagree with Spence.
Yeah, this is a big fight. This is a big fight for the belts, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we've been talking about this fantasy shit for quite some time when it comes to Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Right now, it seems like the masses, a portion of the masses just pretty much want to see the winner of this fight coming up. Whether it's going to be Ugas or Spence, pretty much the fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford said he either get the fight or he's going to move up and try to fight the winner of Mel Charlo and Brian Castano.
Spencer, Crawford a beast though. Crawford a beast, man. Crawford a beast. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Crawford is putting out that work. And he like the competition he facing is like Sean ain't never been stopped. For him to stop Sean.
Yeah, for sure.
Who just had a life and death fight with Errol Spence. I mean, Terrence Crawford, he got a point. The stuff he say, as far as his worth, he got a point. Because
just like you were saying too. Just like you were saying, Lonnie, you was up here saying you was willing to fight some of the big names. That's what I appreciate about, the fighters who willing to step up and say, okay, I'll fight these people. Terrence Crawford saying the same thing. I'll step up to 54. I'll fight them guys. You know what I'm saying? Just give me the opportunity.
Yep. And here's my thing. And then he talking about the money too. You know what killed me? Right? Because first, we were promoted, it's all about he can't fight. But then when you motor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you going in and out a little bit, but it's probably you on your phone, right?
Yeah,
so somebody probably texting you or something like that.
No. Yo, no. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Here's my thing, right? Promoters say, he don't sell tickets. Well, that means you suck as a promoter, because as a fighter, it's not my job to sell tickets. It's my job to fight. It's your job to promote your event.
And that's
If
what
you
was said
can't get
about
people to come
Crawford.
to your
Okay.
event,
Yeah.
And listen, if you can't get people to come to your event, then you suck as a promoter. Period. That's like a fighter blaming a promoter that he lost.
Isn't it along the line of them saying they don't want to waste money on a fighter? You know, that they not really trying to push.
Exactly. And I would love a promoter to say, listen, I don't want to promote him. He don't sell tickets because I don't want to promote him. Say that. Don't say the fighter, he don't sell tickets. Because it's not his job to sell tickets. That's why you see guys with 1 million followers getting fights who can't fight a lick. Oh, he has 12 million followers. He has 20 million followers. Because the promoters say, you know what? I ain't got to do my job. All I got to do is find 2 fighters with 20 million followers between both of them. And it's going to sell itself. And I get to get some money off of it without putting $1 up. And that's why we'll never see Hagler Hearns, Leonard Hagler, Roberto Duran Hearns, them great fights we used to see back in the day. Tyson Holyfield, Buster Douglas. We'll never see them kind of fights again because back then promoters promoted. They promoted.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Bob was back there.
Now promoters
Bob
don't want
was
to
back there then, though, Lonnie. Bob was back there then too.
Yeah.
Anything changed?
Right. No. Right. Exact. Right. My point exactly. You know what I'm saying? A fighter would be a household name if you promote him, because the fighters, all we know how to do is fight. That's why we call it a team, right? Okay, you do your part, you do your part, you do your part, and everything will come together. That's just my take on it. You know what I mean?
No, man, you dropping some gems, man. I appreciate you. You know, you dropping some gems, and you know, you expressing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You seem like you coming off genuine to me. You ain't making excuses, and nobody really can't say you making excuses because you're not going in here and getting laid out. You know what I'm saying? Your last fight was against Jose, so period. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned some of that fight about you for real.
Yeah,
you know, because I didn't get a chance to see you fight in Baltimore, so I was like, okay. The last time I saw Jose, okay, he was doing this, this, and this, but you went in there and dominated. And I was like, damn, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This dude can fight.
I didn't even say much. I just came, did my job, and went home.
Yeah, you didn't say too much of anything, man. And like I told you before, you put on a damn good poker face, bro, at the presser. For real. I swear, dog. Like, you would have thought you was getting paid what you was getting paid, man. I would have, you know what, think about it, I would have left too. I would have left early too. I was like, man, forget that, you know.
And then
I'm going back to the room and chill.
And then because I'm like, I got the win, but the money ain't nothing to celebrate. I gotta pay everybody. Listen, I gotta go to work when I get back.
Yeah.
I gotta go to work. I ain't excited about that, but I'm like, it's cool because the next fight they gotta pay me. Now I'll be able to quit this job and I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? But that it didn't work out like that.
What you think boxing will always be, you know, the way it is, wide open, you know, for everybody to have their hands in it? Will you think they'll ever attempt to regulate a sport like boxing, being that it's so many areas or avenues for people to make money?
You know, it's crazy. I was telling somebody, I said, I wish they ran boxing like they ran the football or the NBA, because you just can't you can't be a sports agent because you friends with Deion Sanders. Oh, this is my cousin. I want him to be a sports agent. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is the only sport where a guy can have a cousin and say, my cousin gonna manage you, and he has no experience, no money, don't know what the hell he doing, and he got the opportunity to have his whole career in your hands and do what he wants.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how is that even possible? That you can just, with these little club shows these guys be doing, like it should be rules. Like, you listen, as a fighter, you can't go pro unless you got these type of credentials, unless you got this many fights. Or you can't be a manager unless you manage a successful career. What's the plan? You know what I'm saying? It should be more rules in it. You know what I'm saying? But
you're right,
it's not. So if they don't make rules, it's gonna always be messed up like this.
Yeah, I tell people all the time about the fighters who come off the couch, man.
Guy can steal 10,000 off your purse. Exactly. Exactly. And here's my thing, right? This is another point I want to make. How can a manager steal off your purse, right, and not go to jail? Listen, if you come and rob me and take something off me, I can press charges on you. And no matter who your cousin is, no matter who you got behind you, if you pull a gun on me and take something from me, I can send you to jail. I can press charges and you can get jail time. Why the same rules don't apply in boxing? Because if you clip 10,000 off my purse or whatever it is, that's armed robbery.
Yeah.
So I can't sue you because you cousins with such and such and such and such. So I gotta just eat it because they politically connected, and you can derail my career from you stealing from me. And if I say something about it, you got the power to starve me because I'm speaking on something that you did wrong and you don't want me to. How is that even possible?
In boxing.
Now here's my thing. If it's gonna be ran like that, then when a fighter kidnap you and blow your goddamn brains out, don't listen. It's all legal. It's all legal. It's nothing that we can do about it. If it's gonna be ran like that, then let it be a fair game on both sides. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, is it something contractually that you can go off of? Because I know, like at the lower level, and you've probably been there, done that. You know, like I see fighters signing contracts for $1, and they guaranteed to get this amount. You know, because of taxes and all that shit on the lower level. Is this, you know, isn't the contract binding to a point if you sign up for this amount and, you know, you're supposed to get it, but yet your manager takes that 10, like you said? Isn't this something you can go to court, or you just saying it's political? You don't want to get blackballed.
It's both. It's both because my thing is this. Say if you try to sue a Floyd Mayweather, you can't go to war with a Floyd Mayweather. He got too much money into no matter how wrong he is, you ain't gonna win. And that's just unfair. It's like the rich, it's like boxing is full of rich picking on the poor. And then say you can't do nothing about it, because I'm politically tied in and I can stop you from eating, period. So and that's just unfair. You know what I'm saying? And
that's probably why big names don't sign over there like that, though.
Right.
You know how Top Rank sign all the youngins, all the young fighters. They sign them. Top Rank just scoop them up. But it's not in rotation like that at PBC, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't care who you is. If you wrong, you wrong, and you do something wrong, you shouldn't be able to get away with it. I don't give a damn who you is. I don't give a damn how much money you got. If you do something wrong, you should be held accountable for it. If I murder somebody, per example, right? If you 14 and you murder somebody, they're gonna try you as an adult. You going to jail. You get what I'm saying?
So basically, what you're saying, you know, why isn't the same severity of punishment resonate over the boxing? Why isn't boxing, you know, as much as they rob and take from people, why aren't they being held accountable in the court of law? Yeah, I totally get it.
And stop me if that don't make sense. Let me know. A crime.
It makes sense, but it's been going on for decades, man.
Now here's my thing. Now, but if a fighter kill one of them, the fighter gonna be held accountable. But here's my thing: you killing the fighter. When you steal a fighter's money, you say F his family, F his life, F what he been through, F his sacrifice. Forget everything about this. You actually torturing this person literally to death. Thank God I ain't got no kids. You understand what I'm saying? Thank God I ain't got no kids, but you're literally torturing a fighter to death. And there's no consequence to it. I bet you if these promoters and managers start getting 20 to 25 years from stealing from fighters, it'll stop.
That's if the fighter has a support system behind him, people willing to give him some, you know.
Here's my thing. That's just unfair. Why he got to have a support system behind him? Why can't it be, listen, no matter if you're rich or poor, what you did was wrong, and you're going to be held accountable for it. Period.
Yeah, I feel you.
Period. You're going to be held accountable for it. And it's going to be public news, and this is going to follow you in everywhere you go, and people going to know you're a thief. You know,
that's why I consider this a tough sport, man, because fighters end up leaving the sport a lot. fighters end up leaving the sport a lot broke, no money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got to come back and do exhibitions,
Yeah, and punch
on lower scales and stuff.
And don't leave out the punch drunk part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just totally unfair, man. It's just crazy. And
I can hear your frustration. And you are in line with thousands of other fighters that's doing this. And not every fighter that lace up, they want a career like you making it. You took your career serious. Not every fighter is in it for the seriousness of the sport. They in there for the journeyman part of it, just to collect a check. And then the ones like you, you actually putting forth the effort. And then you asking yourself, you're like, damn, why are they treating me like this? I'm actually damn good. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually good at what I do.
Right. And my thing is the 17 years of my life. I gave 17 years of my life to boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I see people who ain't had it nowhere near as hard, make all this money.
Yeah.
And then I'm sick of hearing, it's because he has the right skin color or because he has the right situation. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If you're like in the NFL, right? They don't let you in the NFL because you got 1 million followers or because you white. They based it on, can you play good on that field? Can you help us win? Basketball. They don't sign you to the NBA because you got 3 million followers or you was real good in the street. They look and say, can he put up the numbers? Period. How come in boxing, everything else matters except for the fighting? Oh, he ain't got to fight, but he got the right skin color. He got 1 million followers, so we're going to make him a superstar. How come the fighting part don't matter?
It does matter to certain fighters now. It matters.
Yeah, for certain fighters, but like, come on, all these, it's just crazy, man. Boxing is becoming a joke. It's becoming like wrestling.
Yeah, that's from the sport being wide open, bro. Just wide open. Like the pandemic, boxing was struggling, man, because of that lack of cohesiveness, man. During the pandemic, boxing was struggling, man. Fighters was struggling out here. They had to go get jobs, 2 jobs. Man, they had to go ahead and survive, dog. They was on their last post during the pandemic. No fights, couldn't train nowhere.
Nope.
It was wild, man.
And it's really just crazy, man. But like I said, through all that, my faith is in God. And I believe when it's all said and done, I'm going to have everything that I want. I really believe that.
Yeah, I hope so, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because this is, this story is just like so many other fighters that's out there, man, that's going through issues with being paid what they worth. You actually have the credentials, you know what I'm saying? So that makes it even more fucked up.
Right.
That you're not able to, get the money for it.
Right. I'm like, and if you look at how I beat guys, it's not like I'm going out there, but I'm like, guys looking at me like, yo, you was expected to lose? I'm like, yeah. They like, what? The other guy looked like he was expected to lose. I'm like,
he sure did. Yeah, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I know. But, these guys don't know boxing. They know silly stuff. I can fight, though.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it's crazy. I look at the brothers that's coming up. And I said this, man, several times. I was like, man, black fighters should really pay attention to who's moving, because it's not a lot of us out there. Like, you go on the amateur ranks, you have like Hispanic referees up there, and you have a lot of Hispanic fighters. You have more Hispanic fighters on in my opinion, on the amateur level than you have black fighters. You know what I'm saying? That might be wrong, but I see a lot of Hispanic fighters in there.
Oh, you ain't wrong. You was not wrong. You ain't wrong at all.
And these guys are coming in up through the ranks, and we have Jamel Charlo. We have 17th division. Jamel Charlo. We have Terrence Bud Crawford's Errol Spence, and then we did have Deontay Wilder heavyweight. But where the other ones at? We had Gary Russell at the WBC before he lost to Maxayo. Come on, man.
I don't even think Gary lost that fight. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought, they wasn't looking at the accuracy and effective punches. They were just saying he was injured, and Masayo looked damn near like Manny Pacquiao, so they trying to raise this cat up.
Exactly. I'm like, what did he do that's so spectacular? He was way bigger than Gary, couldn't hurt him, couldn't touch him, walking forward, doing nothing. Like, how you win the fight shadow boxing?
True.
I thought Gary clearly
right.
won. I thought Gary clearly won. I don't even think something like, you serious? I thought he clearly won. The kid had moments, but that's it. I thought Gary won that fight. That's just me.
You're right, man. They was hyping up Masayo, man. I ain't think he like that. You know, that's another fight I respect. I expect Gary Russell because just like you have mentioned and you express yourself, I believe Gary Russell was blackballed too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I believe he was put on the shelf for what they call speaking out of turn. He spoke out of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you know, it was from the same person that you was talking. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
You know, and here's my thing, right? Our ancestors fought so we could have freedom of speech. Our ancestors fought so we could speak the truth, have fair opportunities. Our ancestors fought for that, but it's the same people our ancestors fought for is the same people that's keeping the foot.
That we're fighting with.
Yeah.
Same people we fight with. We fight with our own people, man.
That's crazy. Like, how can you blackball somebody for saying something that you don't like?
I don't know, man.
If it's the truth,
I want to ask you this. They said that allegedly, you got to put allegedly in there. Mm-hmm. Al Heyman don't like the brothers fighting the brothers. He'd rather have a black fighter fight a Hispanic fighter than a black fighter fight another black fighter. Is there any merit to that?
Honestly, I can't speak on that because I don't know Al.
Okay.
I've seen him one time. I've never met him. I never had a conversation with him. But
so he does exist.
One thing I respect
is not a myth.
Yeah, no, he does exist. But I ain't gonna front. One thing I respect about Al, every time I see his fighters, they all look wealthy. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't see none of his fighters starving. I don't see none of them walking, and I don't see none of them working a job. And it's business. It's about getting paid. And all his fighters seem happy to me. Danny Garcia ain't fought in how long? He owned a gym. He owned properties. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he does.
Deontay Wilder, set for life. You know, Earl Spence. He looked like he doing good. Keith Thurman, like he doing good. Tank doing good. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I can say about Al, what I respect about Al is that he pays his fighters, and that's what it's all about. It's all about getting paid at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
It's all about getting that bag, take care of your family. That's what it's about. And Al, what I respect about Al is that he understands that. Look, you gonna fight, but I'm gonna make sure you get paid.
Are you independent now? Are you signed with anybody now, or what?
No, I'm independent.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm independent.
Because I heard a fighter who was talking. Somebody was talking, and they said that being independent is not the smartest move to make this day and time. It's good to have somebody that you're attached with to get you the big fights. It's just tough to do what Roy Jones did back in the day.
Yeah, but here's my thing. That's yes and no. But in a situation like mine, people know I can fight. They seen what I did my last fight. So it'll be better for me because I ain't gonna worry about nobody stealing from me. If a promoter want me to fight, he called me directly. Yo, you want to fight this guy? Well, with the bag, like I ain't gotta worry about a manager. I ain't gotta worry about like, damn, is it more money on the table, or is he? Because I can't talk to the promoter if I got a manager. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, what if it's 200? What if it's 200,000 more? What if it's 400 on the table? He giving me 2 and clipping 2. I ain't going and taking a managerial percentage. So I ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can know, okay, this is what it is, and sleep peacefully at night.
Hey, J.A. asked you there, Lonnie, what's your thoughts on the Tank situation? I guess what he's referring to, Tank on his last fight, right? But also Tank has been on record as, saying he lost millions or whatever. And on top of that, he just turned down a plea deal, for his situation outside the ring for the hit and run. What's your overall assessment of that, man? What's your thoughts?
I think Tank. I think Tank is doing what's best for his career. You know what I mean? I think The grass ain't always greener on the other side. Tank is speaking out now. He's not happy. What do you know?
Okay.
He's not happy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty ironic, right?
Yeah.
Tank not happy. You know what I mean? So he's saying this is his last fight. And now they want. He even tweeted it. He said, "This is my last fight. Now they want me to fight this clown." You get what I'm saying? So if you smart, 2 and 2 together. So I don't blame Tank. He in the ring fighting. It's his career. He like, listen, I don't want to be with somebody who want to see me lose. Period.
True.
So I listen, man. Kudos to the young king. And I believe his situation is going to work out for the best.
Yeah, we hope so, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different, man. John Jones over in the UFC, man, he hit a lady, a driver. She was pregnant. He fled the scene, came back, picked up some money, and fled again. He might have been arrested for it, but I don't think he ever served no serious time for it. And you pretty much didn't hear too much about it, after that.
And
he might have settled out of court. I don't know.
And that's crazy. That's what I mean, that political thing. When you know certain people, it shouldn't matter. You did something wrong, you going to pay for it, period.
I think the blacks, let's just say the UFC, I think the black athletes in MMA, in my opinion, as far as getting title shots and everything, they recycle their fighters. So you might see a lot more blacks being the opportunity, having the opportunity. You had at one time Demetrius Johnson at the lower weight class of 125, and then you have Kamaru Usman now, Israel Adesanya, Francis Ngannou. You had Tyrone Woodley that was champion. They just had brothers who's getting a championship opportunity because Sean Shelby over there, he allows these fighters to get paid by putting them back in the cage. Boxing is not like that. If you get knocked out, let's say for instance UFC, in the female division, she got knocked out. The champion was knocked out in the first round. And Dana gave her immediate rematch. And she's not the only one. But in boxing, let's just say somebody like yourself get knocked out in the first round. Then, nah, he done. He a bum.
Yep.
He gone.
Amen. How come in basketball a team can have a bad night and they say they just had a bad night? Or a football player can throw a quarterback can throw an interception. That was just a bad pass. But boxing is the only sport you have a bad night. Now you're just this crazy bum. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he was better than me on this night, but why I gotta be a bum? How he's done. Like when I fight Usyk Kentucky, people was like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Ain't nothing wrong with him. He just in there with a better fighter. Why is that so hard to believe?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's not a good fighter. He just in there with a better one.
And they forget Usyk Kentucky was on fighting dirty against Darrell. You remember that he kept hitting after the bell, and his uncle, laid one in him with the left, with no gloves on.
It's crazy why everybody forget that, because the second time he came back and stopped him. And that's how he won the title.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So man, it's right. In boxing, you lose a fight, you a perfect example, right? Ronald Graville, that was with TMT. He fought David Benavidez twice, lost, and we ain't seen him on the big stage since.
Damn.
Think about that. When did you see Ronald Graville fight? His last big against David Benavidez.
It's kind of scarce over there, bro. I don't know. Like, whatever happened to Jay Leon Love, man? He's still over there at TMT?
No, Jay, I don't think he live in Vegas no more.
Oh, okay. So he finally left. Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. It
is, man. I can hear it in your tone, man. You experience with it, but you don't want to talk. You don't want to be experienced, and then you talk about how bad it's been for you. You definitely want to have some positive shit to talk about. Like, damn, I feel good right now. I'm being paid well. I'm living well. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing is like this: it hurt because every fighter look up to Floyd. Growing up, I looked up to Floyd. And then signing with him, I was like, oh, man. But the business side, I'm like, nah, man, this is foul. This is foul, period. This is foul. Like,
there's a lot of fighters say that though. That's big names, so to speak, and they always have a reason why they ain't signed with Floyd. Like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. You know, the list goes on and on of why cats didn't sign with Floyd, man.
It's just crazy.
Now we know.
Like, but everybody still love him though. Everybody still love Floyd. Like, you know, getting mad about the interviews. When they interview Floyd, they won't bring none of this stuff up. Like,
nah.
Like, yo, how come you be doing fighters like that, man? Like, come on, like, come on. You a young black man. These kids come from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? You say you come from the ghetto. You say you had it so hard. You had your life was just so hard, and you had to get it out the mud and all this. And these kids come from the same thing, and you put your foot on their neck. How come you don't help them? If you really come from the ghetto like you say you do, they won't ask them those questions. They ask
that's 1,000% right there. 1,000%, bro.
They say, how many cars do you have, Floyd? What car are you gonna drive today? Like we don't know he got 1 million cars. Who cares?
Are your people eating?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the plan for your fighters? Well, what was the plan for your fighters? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how come, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how come you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
I think that's a little bit how Mike Tyson feels about him. He's being nice lately, you know, because he on the toad. But I think that's Mike Tyson sees through that. He sees through all of it. You know, because Mike Tyson was screwed over back in the day, but he sees how what you just saying, you know, how Floyd doing his people. Yeah, he sees that. That's one person that'll tell him though.
Yeah, Mike
will tell him though.
Micah G. You know what I'm saying? And, well, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy, man. And you know, crazy. I done heard interviews. I ain't gonna say no names, but say stuff about Floyd, but interview him, be like, "Oh, Floyd's just so great," and I'm just like, "Yo, wow!" But you just told me, "Wow, that's crazy." Okay, I don't know how they make their money. But I'm just like, wow. So you gonna sit there and act like you ain't just say this. All right, okay, all right.
According to what level of media they're on, you know, it's all about the access and shit.
Yeah,
you know, because people do make phone calls all the time.
Yeah,
and so you know they either will allow you or deny you. You know how that plays out, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
But here's my thing: say that, just say that. Be like, yo. But I never say that because you know what I'm saying. But don't act like you right. And then when you interview him, then be oh yeah, Floyd, I'm a fan. I love you. You're the greatest ever. Like, come on, don't because we just talk. Cause now I'm looking like yo, damn. Now I'm looking at you like damn.
Yeah.
Like damn, homie. That's how you. Okay, cool. All right.
That's not the same tone you had behind the scenes, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like just say, look, it's messed up, but you know, when I interview him, I ain't gonna say it because this is how I make my. You know what I'm saying? What he doing is absolutely wrong, but I can't get it. I can post your opinion, whether I agree with it or not. That's between us. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I get that. But don't act like you. It's guys who say when I see for him, I ask him, yo, why you let the Lonnie B? And then they see him. Then I don't never hear it. I'm like, oh wow. I just start speaking to them. Like I ain't gonna speak to you. See what type of person you is.
Yeah, I feel you. You want somebody to then make it known because all it takes is one person at the right time to put the info out there,
right?
And people start like, "Oh, okay, all right." Like this interview, people gonna know now. People gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna sit up here. It's things they didn't know. They's probably looking at it, Lonnie. They looking at the 168 pounder is looking at Canelo swept through it. They don't know you at 168. They don't know you willing to fight the big names like David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why when I see people, oh, nobody want to fight David. I'm like, that's a lie. That's just a straight lie. Nobody want to fight David for free.
Exactly. And you don't want to fight him on short notice. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nobody want to fight David for no $100,000. Get out of here. Get out of here. I ain't trying to hear that. Now, listen. I'm so official with it. If I wanted to beat Uskategi and they threw David in there for the title, $400,000, I would have took it. Because I'm like, yo, this is an opportunity for you to prove and the money short, but go out there and shock the world. This is an opportunity to prove right here. So this fight ain't about the money. The next one's gonna be about the money, just like I did with Uskategi. But they let me beat Uskategi first and prove I'm worth more.
True words, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what else I was thinking about too, Lonnie? You talk about the short notice. They took a point for you in the Uskasti fight. And I was like, the man had 36 hours to get ready for the fight, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you expect him to hold or do something, damn.
Wait, here's my thing. If you see, he took the point away from me from holding, but when he took the point away, Uskategi was holding me. I was trying to break free. And he took a point away for holding with me, but when they showed the repeat, they're like, if he took a point away from holding, Uskategi should get the point because he the one holding.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him off me.
Boxing
I'm trying to get him off me. But that's how you know that they wanted their time to do everything to get, because after I knocked them down, they thought taking that point away was going to even up the score.
True. You're right. You thinking. You know
what I'm saying? But sorry, I said, oh, I got a lot left in the tank for him. I got a lot left in the tank. I got 9 rounds to make that up.
That's incredible, man. The short period of time you train for and the way you looked in the ring, it don't add up. You know, like some people would show that they had a short notice fight. You know, they'll look the part.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy?
It looked like it was
if short. You notice, and you know what's crazy? If you notice, I ain't even say nothing about it. I'm telling you, this is my first time saying something, telling people that y'all only had 2 weeks to get ready. You know what I'm saying? I just say, yo, I keep that in the cut and bring it out when I need it.
Yeah. No, it's gonna get around.
So everybody, you should have did this. You should have did that. You should have this. You should have did that. You should have did this. You should have did that. Then I say, y'all only had 2 weeks to get ready. What? I only sparred one time. What? But you was with TMT. So what that mean?
So when you in fight camp, you supposed to pay them for fight camp, right?
Yeah.
So what happened if you're not getting paid? How do you pay them for a fight camp that was barely like the bare minimum? Like, is there any prorated type fight camp prices out there? Or they just charge you the same price for fight camp?
Yeah, well, me, I pay guys out my own pocket.
Wow.
I pay guys out my own. You know what I'm saying? So I can't give them 1,000 a week. I can't give them 1,000 a week, but I'll give you 400, 300 a week. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez, man.
Listen, and guys still won't work.
Right, dog.
Right. Listen, how I'm fighting Jose Uskategi and I don't get no training expense money. You know what I was told? And I'm telling you this. You know what I was told? You got losses.
Wow.
I can't get training expense money because I got losses. I'm like, wow.
Damn.
Just go out there and win. You got to go out there and win. So that's like telling me to go build a house and don't give me nothing to build it with, but I still build it. And then you say, okay, but I'm not paying you what it's worth. I'm not paying you what it's worth. I give you $100 for this house, but the house is worth $1 million. You only want to give me $100? And then when you don't sell it, they say, oh, he ain't no true businessman. Go around lying on you. So
that's an uphill battle for sure in the dark, man. Damn. Well, I wish you nothing but the best, man. We're gonna chop it up again, bro.
Thank you.
Real talk.
Having me, for sure.
Thanks for your being outspoken to a point, being truthful and genuine. Because I'm not gonna lie. There are some fighters that come in here in your situation. They won't be. They'll still think, well, let me just continue to be reserved. Let me keep it moderate. I don't want nobody to continue to step on my neck and take food off my plate. So I ain't gonna say too much. But I really hope people listen to this. I hope you get a different opportunity, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope they give you that fight at 68 you're looking for, and or 175. Because either way, you get a check. The whole purpose is for you to get fed.
Right.
You got to get fed one way or the other.
And the money.
Yeah. Right. You got to get fed,
and the money.
Man.
Come with the money.
Yeah, man. Y'all give Lionel his shot, man. Damn, put this man in the ring and pay him his worth. Yeah, he has losses, but he only been stopped once. Okay, I can see if he was Jorge Linares, who had 5 freaking losses at the time, and all of them was knockouts. But he's still
Right.
up here fighting. He's still up here fighting, making good
And
money.
getting paid. Right.
Yeah, and getting paid. Man, you got any final words for your supporters out there, Lionel? We're gonna do it again, man. Up the road for real. We're gonna do this again. Appreciate you pulling
I
up.
want to tell you, thank you for having me, man, and my fans. I love y'all, and we gonna win. We gonna win. We gonna win.
Where can they follow you on social media, man?
My Instagram is Lonnie B the Champ. My Facebook is Lonnie B Lionel Thompson, and my Snapchat is Lonnie B 168.
There you go, the listeners that's tuned in. You know, be sure to follow Lonnie B, Lionel Thompson. You know what I'm saying, on his social media. Touch bases with him, man. I'm not sure if you're on social media all the time. I've seen you on there a couple of times, but I'm not sure if you big on social media like that on IG.
Yeah. I'll be on there often.
Okay, for sure, man. I'll definitely pass the word, and I totally appreciate chopping it up with you. It's been a minute, man. You know, since the Baltimore that I had a chance to talk to you.
Right. Yep.
Thanks for reaching out, man. Because I was like, I seen you around, but I was like, I don't even know if I should reach out to this brother because I know he remember, that interview and shit.
Listen, man. You black. I stick by. I stick with my people, man. If you good to me, I'm good to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, for sure, man. You was absolute professional. I got to salute you again for that. Real talk. You was a true professional in that. That won't be that way with a lot of fighters, but you was a true professional. And man, for those of you that's tuned in, I really hope that they reach out to this brother and get him fed, man, so he can go in there and work. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to work. He ain't trying to work for no low wage, civility, slavish type wages, man. He ain't trying to hear that.
And I did that already, but after beating Kentucky, I earned it.
You did. Well, until next time, my brother, man. Enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? Be safe out there.
Thank you.
And I'll definitely keep in contact with you there, Lionel.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man.
Hey, salute to you. Appreciate you, and thanks for rolling up the World Combat Sports, man.
Thank you, man. God bless.
God bless, bro. Everyone who tuned in, as always, man, great interview. I'm gonna probably take it down and cut the first half off the interview and then just put it back up. So if you don't see it immediately, it will be back up. But those of you that tuned in, drop your comments in there. Real talk. Big salute to you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports.